Effects of rape. Very, bitter anger. Just a small thing will make you angry. You absolutely do not know. You're already an adult.
Anyway, what's up guys? Hello and welcome back to this YouTube channel. This is still Pick and Rage kama kawaida, but today we ain't cooking, but you know guys how we do it, and it's all about having fun in this channel. So if you're new to this channel, kindly make sure that you subscribe to this channel and turn on the notification bell so that every time we're putting up a new video, you guys will be the first one to be notified. And again guys, we're back kama kawaida, talking with All Smiles Therapy. I mean, it's all about discussing true topics that affect our lives. All right, so last time we were discussing about a very sensitive topic, which was rape, and so we just decided with our therapist that we are going to be continuing and picking up from where we left last time, because this is a topic that actually affects a lot of people and they keep on hiding these issues. So today we are talking about the effects and how that could be the one that's actually affecting your life. Rich?
Yes. Yeah, so
yes, Aya.
yeah, so
what
la Shanta waja kawaya
come again, select a wakadem yeah. Here's the thing guys, before we even actually begin to talk about this topic, if you have ever been a victim of this, you need counseling. Last time tuliongea na Triza Kainaki, your therapist, na akatuambia it's a mental illness, all right, and this will torture you for the rest of your life. You need help. You need to seek, and this will keep on recurring in your life in many ways. So kindly reach out. The numbers are here. Kindly reach out. Even before we discuss what we're discussing, kindly reach out so that you get help.
Yeah, and also we were told, just to remind you, Teresa said last time, it is not your fault that happened to you. It is not your fault. So you, first of all, you have to get that off your mind. It was not your fault that happened to you. Yes, so we are going to talk the effects of rape. Okay, because so many people, they usually get affected, but they don't know that they are actually being affected. Some people think that they are over it, but at some point they still remember, and una feel
the emotions just come back again like a flood. They overwhelm you all of a sudden.
Yes, and that's why we have Triza with us.
Yes.
Hi Richie, hi Kemo.
Hello.
Hi everyone.
How you doing?
Fine, thank you.
It's good to see you. How was your week?
Oh, very okay.
Hata sisi tumekuwa salama kabisa.
Tumekuwa sawa.
Yeah, it's been a week. Guys have been coming to our DMs, asking us questions, raising this over and over again. Like there's so much,
so much happening.
Watu wana DM story.
I was like, where? Yeah, it's real. Equally, we are getting so many calls, and let me start by appreciating them, because people are now, speaking up and coming. We are now seeing people who actually didn't know that this is a mental illness. They thought it's one of the kawaida things. So it seems you're doing good work.
Yes, amazing.
Amazing. And we thank God, because people are actually appreciating our talks, and they are appreciating the fact that we have brought a professional in this show, so that we can talk about real life issues. People think it's normal for you not to talk about things just anyhowly, but we have given you guys this platform. You just come and listen to what our therapists have to say, and the topics that we discuss here, they are real time topics, things that happen to you. Okay. Yes.
So maybe you can take us through some of the effects kutoka childhood, if someone was raped ever, like akiwa mtoto ama teenage or whichever age. The floor is yours.
Clearly here we are looking at effects of rape. This means when you leave it unattended, and by leaving it that way, it means you've not sought for professional help. The much you've done, you've just decided to mask it and to say you're going to overcome. So to start with, have heard you talk about people having thoughts. That's what we call flashbacks. They will always be there. Not unless you walk the journey of therapy
that is through a professional help, so that you are able to overcome all these things. So when you talk of flashback, and when we talk of flashback, even dreams, you know, so maybe real flashbacks when you are not asleep, as well as dreams, being anxious all through. And this is brought by something we call PTSD. That is post-traumatic stress disorders. Post-traumatic stress disorders.
All right.
And traumatic is a trauma, a traumatic event, which is rape. It caused some stress. So these stressors, they are the ones as a result of unsolved. Please note, because I do not want people to feel like if I went through rape, it means forever, this is how I will be like. We are talking about when you leave everything unattended, this is what is likely to happen. That you're going to have flashbacks, PTSD and PTSD, for you to know. Though we are again discouraging people from diagnosing themselves, it's when you keep on. The rapist came in, you know, gray shoes. You can never put on a gray shoe because it takes you back. The rapist came at night. Anytime you are somewhere at night, you'd rather sleep there because you know, the emotions come back as to when that particular act happened. You know, the rapist came when your mom was away. When it comes to kids, they can never let go of their caregivers because when they are away, it always comes back. That I was raped when
my mom
you were away.
left out.
You know, those are the flashbacks we are talking about. Them being anxious. And in most cases, let's say we are talking about someone of a particular gender, you are male, you are raped. Anytime, and you are raped by maybe another male, anytime you are within, in a crowd of the same gender of people who raped you, before you see them as these are my schoolmates, my colleagues, you first see them as potential rapists. You know? Before you see them as these are my friends, potential rapists. So those things will always keep on affecting you. So anytime you feel you have those flashbacks, get to know it's that time to call for help. Again, something else is it makes you become dysfunctional in whatever that you do. You are unable to perform even the simplest of duties. You know, you've grown because it's something you went through when you were a kid, and now here you are expected to go to office and work, but each and every time you are there, you are underperforming. You may not know the reasons as to why. You know, you keep on getting warnings. It's because of these traumas that you've never dealt with. Also comes along with trust issues. And here is where I'd like to reach out to anyone who has gone through this, to get to know, yes, the perpetrator did whatever they did, but this does not mean everyone out there is a potential rapist, because in most cases, and especially in a family setup, these are the people who are very hard to trust. You are here, your partner went through rape, and with this person, they can never feel, you know, same or equal again. Why? Because in the process, as we said last time, they've lost their dignity, which means they do not have control. And this also goes out there to the partners. It's upon you to get to understand the person that you have. They went through rape. They may have difficulties in trusting you. You know, they may be very, very vulnerable and maybe not have control over themselves. It's up to you to ensure that in a way you are able to make them, you know, be themselves again. You are able to, and by saying this, I'm not saying you take up the role of mending the wounds. Taking up the role is you can even walk to them through therapy. You can take them out and let them speak up about it. Also, some of them, they've involved themselves in drugs and substance use. And for particular no reason, but why? That's the only place they feel they have control. You losing that dignity, it means they make you be
small.
In a way, you're vulnerable, you've lost control. So anything that, self-esteem is part of it. So anything that you see and makes you feel like you're in control, you will hang on it. whether it has negative impact on you or not.
I get it now. So whether it's drugs, whether it's alcohol,
yes,
whether it's whether it's approval, that's what you mean by this, right?
Sure.
Okay.
And even the worst case scenario, victims of rape, if not taken care of, they end up being rapists.
They themselves.
What?
Yes.
What do you mean?
Listen to stories. They're out there. They're out there in the media. We've heard of big names, you know, big names who have been jailed because of rape. But when they were giving their stories, they said they also went through rape when they were kids.
Yeah.
You know?
So they think it's normal or
no.
What happens?
Loss of control. Remember that person stole something from them.
Yeah.
Now here they are, they have someone, and now because they want to feel whole again, that they're in control, which means they will end up again raping. By raping, it means they are equally stealing someone else's control, and that will justify that they are actually in control.
Wow.
Are you now seeing?
Yes.
Remember, we said this. If you are a victim of rape, there is a tendency, if not attended to, fall to be raped again and again.
Yes.
And even stories, they're out there. I was raped by this, I was raped by this, you know. Why? Because you're already vulnerable.
Because I've heard that a lot, actually. Yeah, someone being raped by multiple people.
Yes.
Or different people. And you wonder, why is it happening to them? Yeah, it's making a lot of sense.
Yeah, because the moment you become vulnerable, it means you've already accepted this is my place unconsciously. I was born to be raped. So this person is actually justifiable because what a coincidence. I was raped when I was 4 years, 7 years, and now again as a teen or a grown-up, I'm still being raped.
So does it get to a point where they're like, it's okay, it's whatever, it's okay?
Remember, it's not them getting to a point, they are mentally ill. So those are the symptoms. Vulnerability.
Okay. Yes.
You know, you're very vulnerable, and any person who comes, you know, just like this, it's okay, you give in. Yeah. If you've gone through that, the moment you are able now to be in control, regardless of how negative this thing is going to affect you, drugs, substance, and also being a rapist.
Yes.
Very easy to become a rapist if you've gone through the same.
So even when this person is turning out to be a rapist, they don't even realize, they're unconscious about them turning out
they're very, very unconscious. Reason being, we are talking of it being mental illness.
Yes.
You know? And I would like people to see mental illness is a disease. You know, it means when you are unwell, you normally go to hospital and take medication.
Yes.
For mental health, when you are mentally ill, you go seek help of a therapist.
Yes.
They walk through the journey of healing with you, and at some point, we clinically diagnose people. You know, or some mental illness, they require medication.
True.
So after now you've gone through the process, it means now you are able to think clearly and in a very conscious way. But when you are unconscious about it, tendency of you raping, because to you what goes through the mind is, it was stolen from me, I'll also do the same. This is the only way I can get justice to what happened to me. You know, unconsciously, not knowing the same way you've lived a very broken life, you're also going to cause harm to someone else, a very innocent person. Or unknowingly, wow, that time I couldn't defend myself. That time the perpetrator did whatever they did because they didn't have more, you know, power over them. Here I am, I have power over these people, why not do the same? It will give that feeling, effects of rape. Very, you know, bitter about just anything. Anger, and when you talk about anger, this is the extreme one, where each and everything, just a small thing, will make you angry.
But you don't know it came from there.
You absolutely do not know. You're already an adult, you know? And just people know, as they've even labeled you, Kemwa Hasira. You know, just a small thing, it will make him burst. They will blow up. Yeah. Exactly. No, you see them, it's what is presenting to them that when you to a hasira. Even you, maybe you do not know that this hasira is as a result of what I went through.
As a child?
As a child.
Okay.
Or in whichever case, it's as a result of rape.
All right.
Yes. So still, that's still something else. Dissociation, this is something else.
Yes.
A mechanism that our brain uses to try and block.
Yes.
Too bad that it blocks, and at some point it blocks completely. We've had people say, I can never fall in love with a man because I was raped by a man. With a woman because I was raped by a woman.
Yes.
You get? So now it brings forth something else.
Yeah.
You know? And you feel the last thing you want to hear or to see is being in love. Because how do you relate that?
Yeah.
People know love comes with intimacy.
Yeah.
For you, it happened as a result of, you know, bitterness, violent, and all that. So is there anything like love? There is no love. Yeah.
Triza, let me ask you, how does it affect their marriages if a man has been raped before or a woman has been raped before, then they get married? How does it affect their marriages? Yes.
That's a good question, how it affects the marriage. In very simple, and like what I've said, is trust. You know, we normally talk about families, they are built on foundation of trust and love. You know, when there is no trust, then it means you've already started on a shaky ground. And now we always tell people, be open. Share with your partner, let them know I went through rape. That's the beginning of healing, because what this now forms is another broken marriage, that this innocent partner of yours will live thinking they have the most insecure partner with them. They have someone with trust issues, and yet they're the things that you went through. You find that even intimacy becomes something else. Now that here you are, you have a partner who will always, you know, seek consent from you. And back then it never happened. So the last thing you want to hear is about even that consent. And that's why we've said again, there is a tendency of them being raped again, because they will always be no. So you keep on saying no, no, no. If you have a very understanding partner, that's when they'll call upon you people to go and seek professional help. But for someone else, just like you said, they'll go, they'll be advised. The Bible says this. I'm not, you know, questioning the Bible, but now the verse last time you read for us, and they'll be told, why are you getting no, you know, 1 year down, and this is a woman. So what will happen? And why are they really saying no to intimacy? No, they are actually saying no to their rapist. You see? Because the moment they're seeing you, they're saying that. They're seeing that rapist. No. They associate sex with rape. So even the act of sex to them, it's never an act of love. You get? So when they are able, remember, they already lost their dignity. And their control. Now the moment they feel they're now in control and they have power of saying no, they definitely say no. So it all starts from there. And in most cases, even the people become, you know, sexually dysfunctional. This one means they are not able to perform. You know, why? Because anytime they are in the act, again flashbacks comes. So they stop seeing this one as someone I'm in love with, as my partner, and what comes is again the rapist. You see? So it says that it will be, you know, series of no, or even if they are yes, to them they are yes, but remember we talked about them being vulnerable. So they are just yes because they want to keep this marriage, not because they want it, not because it's an act of love. And so what will happen, they'll have some, they'll be sexually dysfunctional. They are unable to, you know, to satisfy their partner, and again, you know what that leads to. So most marriages that we have, if again you go through rape, you've not attended to, it's there is that potential of it hurting your marriage. And the same, we always talk, if the partners, they are not in terms, what makes of the kids? You know, hurt people. This is a parent who will shout at their kids. We've talked about being bitter, anger issues and all that. They will again be projected to the kids because anytime they see them, you have given birth to you know, whatever the process of giving birth flashes back to the rape process. So there is no way I'll ever relate with this. Not forgetting we also have some kids who are born out of rape. Again, another hard thing. Because how do you forgive?
Because you're seeing this baby every single day.
You're seeing this baby. And now you see, you distance yourself from seeing, this is my son, this is my daughter. Now you say seeing them, this is the result
of what happened
to me. Something else is lack of pleasure. You know, you love going out, vacation, doing this thing, that is your favorite meal, you're just there. Nothing gives you happiness whatsoever. And again, when it comes to family, if your partner can give you happiness, your kids can give you happiness, then it means you're a very sad person. So in each and every step, and the people that you're going to relate with, you will see that someone who has gone through rape, they have attachment issues. Because whoever they are with sees them as potential people. And at times these people will even just feel, you know, they're just fatigued as a result of, you know, emotionally being, you're going through a lot, and just know everything happens unconsciously. When we talk of PTSD, things that were there, not unless you are able to walk through with a professional to be able to identify, everything happens unconsciously. So even at time you're just fatigued, you do not know, but your brain has been so overworking just because of what you went through.
So your brain could be overworking behind the scene without you even realizing that it's overworking due to stress that you underwent when this particular act happened, right?
Fatigue is a sign of mental illness. It is. When you are always, you know, the chronic fatigue, you are always tired. Anytime you're supposed to be out there having coffee or doing something, I'm just tired today, I just want to, you know, I lock myself. It's a sign.
It's a sign of mental illness. All right, this is deep stuff.
It's not normal, that's what I mean. Just feeling you're fatigued throughout, even after taking rest. It's just not normal. We are just coming to a close of this video. If there's last remarks you would want to maybe tell our audience, and then now we just wind up. If you are out there and someone opens to you about rape, believe them. That's the first step to healing. Just believe them. Do not question them. No matter how doubtful you are, do not show it, just believe them. You know, because in most cases, you mean your dad did that? You mean your partner did that? How did it happen? That's the first step of victimizing them. So first, believe them. Secondly, just like we said last time, and we are happy that people are now coming up, get to know it's not normal to be raped. However, to just cut that, you need to seek professional help. As I said last time, rape is a mental illness. Just like when we have any physical illness, we normally go to hospital. Ensure you see a mental health expert for you, you know, to take you through that journey to be able to overcome. Otherwise, hurt people.
I've just remembered there's someone who DM'd me. Akaniambia sometimes there are people who fake rape. Wakitaka, I think alinipatia scenario of a caretaker. And I think a lady who wanted the caretaker, but the caretaker hakuwa anamtaka. The new dame akaenda kwa caretaker. Then she started saying the guy had raped her, you know. It was quite a long story. But if such a person comes and tells, so what you're saying is just believe anyone who comes and tells you I'm in rape, even if you have doubts.
It's a very thin line between someone who is taking advantage of this and someone who is telling the truth. So the first thing, believe them. the first thing, believe them. Even if.
Yeah, because it was, no, the story came out, okay, the lady was there willingly, and I think they had sex and all that. I think the lady was expecting something from him, then he didn't reciprocate.
Deliver.
Yeah, deliver. Then udem sasa ndio akasemekana ameripiwa. Actually going to hospital, there was an activity that happened. Now there was that, the guy is like, no, she was there willingly. We did it willingly. Jiulizeni mbona hakupiga nduru if at all it was happened. Ulinifunga mdomo. Unaona. So where should we draw the line?
What I would say is, because this is what has made so many people not be able to speak up. And also another effect I didn't talk about is, you know, rape can lead to suicide attempt, or even some people have committed suicide because they can't live with the shame and all that. And why? It's because of such people who carelessly just decides, you know, to take advantage of the situation. So because we are not able to draw the line, what I would say is this: believe anytime a victim comes to you and they open up that they've been raped. Now, remember what we said last time, as a way of you helping them. Go to hospital, the act happened, yes, through medical records and everything. Now those will be documents enough for them to go to court. What will follow, we can only leave it at the hands of our courts to give justice. Yeah.
I also tend to think, Teresa, on the same note, it's not up to us to decide whether it happened or not.
No.
What we are here to, you're here to help the person who is the victim.
Yes.
You don't wanna, if they tell you it happened, that's what you mean.
Yes.
They need help.
Yes.
That's the reason they've opened up. Whether it happened 6 years ago or whether it happened when they were a child, you're not a judge to know whether the evidence is there, whether there is no. That's the work of the courts, right?
Yeah, and also I remind you, most perpetrators, no one will come and say, yes, I did it.
Yeah.
So most of them will say no.
Exactly.
So if we turn to the victim when we tell them, but your teacher said no, that this didn't happen, what are we doing? We are enablers, and we've taken side of the perpetrator.
Yes.
So the best thing, as we deal, when you come and you share with us, we deal with you. Remember, this is professional therapy.
Exactly.
If maybe you've come in most cases, of course we have cases of pathological liars, and as we go on, we get to know the underlying issues. It's none of what was presented to us.
Yeah.
We are able to deal with them.
Because I'm sure even as a therapist, even as they continue with the sessions, if it didn't actually really happen, you're able to find out, this person.
We assess, we use professional techniques and interventions to get to know. So we will be able to dig into the underlying issues. And if such happen to be a presenting issue, we'll be able to call it out. Yeah.
Amazing. So guys, thank you so much for watching this YouTube channel. We really hope that you're going to call All Smiles Therapy if you've ever been in such a situation so that you get help. Once again, make sure that you subscribe to this YouTube channel because we've come to the end of this YouTube channel. And also turn on the notification bell so that every time we are putting up a new video, you guys will be the first to be notified. Otherwise, we want to really thank you. Is there something that you want to say?
Yeah.
All right.
Tell us what you want us to tackle next.
Yes.
Yes.
That's important.
Yes. Tell us what you want us to talk about next. Yes. So many of you have come out.
Yeah.
We've shared with Teresa.
All the handles are here. Actually, you can see all the handles here.
Yes.
All right?
You can share with Kemo, myself,
or All Smiles
Therapy. And someone will attend to you actually.
Yes.
Yes. There are people. There are some who feel they don't want to go to All Smiles direct.
Exactly.
But you can. When you come to us, or when you come to him, when you come to me, trust me, your information is safe, and whatever thing you've told us, it has already reached to All Smiles Therapy.
So thank you so much.
Nilipewa na YouTube.
Ulipewa na Google sasa.
Nilipewa na watu wa YouTube.
Unakamisiuse maze.
Naka abuse.
Tareke gome.